Well, we found Meghan Markle, but where's the rest of her dress? And we'll tell you where she wasn't invited this weekend, aside from South Africa with her husband. No, Meghan Markle isn't quote unquote being reduced to a bimbo again. This is the outfit she intentionally wore to a children's hospital event. Montecito's Mother Teresa wore a pre-fall 2022 Carolina Herrera again that she reworked into a red U-neck and whatever this was, column dress. This was at a surprise appearance at the Children's Hospital LA Gala on Saturday night. She posed at the charity event on their green carpet in front of the Costco wholesale logo, which gave me some severe Hertz car rental PTSD, but I digress. The Children's Hospital LA Gala honors their patients and hospital pediatric workers. The event was also to honor notoriously talented producer Chuck Lorre, with hosts actor John Cryer and his wife, Lisa Joyner. John Cryer, or Ducky Dale to any of us that were lucky enough to grow up 80s babies, recently played the ex-husband of, you guessed it, Abigail Spencer on the NBC sitcom Extended Family. The series was canceled earlier this year after one season. Chuck, who is no stranger to Hollywood charity circles, was presented with a Courage to Care award on Saturday night. His Chuck Lorre Family Foundation recently pledged $10 million to Children's Hospital LA to support research education for high school and college students from under-resourced communities throughout LA. Considered the king of sitcoms, with shows like Two and a Half Men, The Big Bang Theory, and Roseanne under his belt, there's a pretty good possibility that he's been in the same room with Meghan Markle before, an audition room somewhere in Tinseltown. Does this look familiar, Mr. Lorre? But it would make perfect sense for someone like Meghan to want to schmooze Lorre. With everyone asking, where's your Limonada podcast? Lorre has become an unexpected expert on the podcast scene. As an executive producer and co-creator of the Club Random with Bill Maher podcast, they have logged over 200 million views on YouTube and 12 million downloads. And those are just 2023's stats. Meghan clearly needs help on the podcasting front. Maybe she would listen to a living legend like Lorre. However, the odds of Lorre and Bill Maher taking the Sussexes seriously are pretty slim. Of the Sussexes, Maher told our very own Piers Morgan last year, I admire Harry for going to Afghanistan. Anybody who's had military service, I can only criticize so much because I haven't, and there's nothing that compares to military service. But they're ridiculous after that. They want it both ways. You can't be, these people were so mean to us and poor us, and we don't want all of this attention. And then let me write a book about how much we don't want attention. They just strike me as creatures of that generation, you know? He continued, they're just fragile. You know, take a hint from the Queen, the recently departed. You're complaining about your hard life, and you're so privileged. It's just so weird. So probably not a fan. Also inside, longtime Children's Hospital LA supporters Jimmy Kimmel and his wife, Molly McNierney, served as the gala's honorary co-chairs. No word on whether Meghan engaged with the couple inside, despite Kimmel savagely mocking Prince Harry on more than one occasion. Yes, before there was South Park's worldwide privacy tour, there was Jimmy Kimmel Live. After the Oprah Winfrey Archie skin color allegations, Jimmy told the audience of ABC's Kimmel Live, the royal family should hope that the kid looks more like Meghan than Harry. No offense, but I mean, Harry kind of looks like the guy who played Screech. May he rest in peace. Yeah, that was a reference to Skinflick and Saved by the Bell star Dustin Diamond. Kimmel's show also dedicated a segment to a fake voiceover video of the choir singing Harry Has a Frozen Dong over Prince William and Catherine's wedding footage. Commentators pointed out the severe shift in tone after the release of Spare, calling Harry an international joke and the biggest embarrassment to the royals in modern history. Cut to one of the most maddening skits, and I say this because I love Princess Diana, Jimmy Kimmel's Prince and the Penis children's book sketch. With animation and all, Kimmel held a tangible fictional children's book in his hands while he read from the parody on Jimmy Kimmel Live. He told his audience, the story of Prince Harold and his frozen yogurt slinger is so popular, they're now releasing a version for kids. It's a twist on The Princess and the Pea. It's called The Prince and the Penis. At the chilly North Pole, a silly young codger took a walk in the snow and froze his wee todger, he read. The skin was discolored, all purple and white. When Harry peered down, 'twas a terrible sight. Oh, mommy, he cried with a scream. And then upon high she appeared with some cream. My poor little prince, put this cream on your willy. It will lessen the ache and make it less chilly. But, mommy, did you not put this on your lips? Oh my God, I hate this part. Oh, yes, my dear boy, and also on my, I'm not going to say it, but it does rhyme with tips. But do not delay or your knob be destroyed. But, mommy, have you heard about Sir Sigmund Freud? Mommy leant down and gave him a squirt into the trousers where his winkles still hurt. And lo and behold, like the calm from a storm, his frozen cold snot stick was suddenly warm. He laughed and he smiled and he said to his mommy, you rescued the snake that lives under my tummy. Then he tucked it back in and back to her cloud. His mother went soaring and said this aloud. Should you ever have icy chills on your horn, just give a rub with Elizabeth Arden. Jimmy ended the sketch by saying, and everyone lived happily ever after in a castle next to Oprah's house. What annoyed me so much about this at the time was that you couldn't joke about the ghost of Princess Diana 5 years ago, let alone associated with what we just talked about. But Harry opened the floodgates with the Elizabeth Arden story. I truly don't think that he considers consequences sometimes. But to quote, well, myself, in an interview I gave The Express last year, Jimmy Kimmel's criticism of Harry must be especially hard for the Sussexes to swallow. I mean, terrible stacking of that script after so much Todger talk. But anyway, Kimmel is truly a member of the Hollywood elite. He vacations with Jennifer Aniston and counts Matt Damon and Ben Affleck as some of his closest friends. If Kimmel has the courage to tease Prince Harry on national television, imagine the conversations that have happened behind closed doors with his peers. And over the weekend, Meghan Markle was in a room full of them. Well, okay, with Demi Lovato and Colin Hanks, but you're picking up what I'm laying down. Now, let's talk about where Meghan Markle was not invited this weekend. Back in August, we covered Meghan's Hamptons trip for the G9 Ventures Business Summit. At the time, News Nation had a headline that read, Meghan Markle having trouble cracking a list in Hamptons. The story described the parade of Hollywood elite enjoying the girl boss vibes like Gwyneth Paltrow, Reese Witherspoon, and Diane Sawyer. Suspiciously missing in all of their photos, Meghan Markle. According to the outlet, celebrities avoided having their photo taken with Meghan like the plague. A source told News Nation, they know that if they are in a picture with Meghan, it is a tacit approval of her that she can use to promote herself. Meghan can show up at events where they're at, move into their neighborhood. Paltrow owns a house near Meghan and Harry in Montecito, but they are not friends. So it was no surprise to see several of the speakers and guests from the G9 Ventures Business Summit reunite over the weekend in Los Angeles without American Riviera Orchard's boss lady. Laura Dern, Octavia Spencer, Olivia Munn, Sarah Blakely, Naomi Watts, and more joined Reese Witherspoon for Hello Sunshine's second annual Shine Away event. The party brought the Hello Sunshine community together to connect women to greater possibilities through unity, entertainment, and Meghan Markle's new favorite word, joy. Shine Away's event included a wide range of conversations with top talent across entertainment, media, sports, literature, and more. Guests enjoyed live podcasting, branded experiences, and pop-ups. Tatiana Ali was there, and she is cute as hell. Reese was joined by business leader and Spanx founder Sarah Blakely for a fireside chat on entrepreneurship. Sarah attended the Hampton Summit in August. Other G9 Venture Business Summit guests and speakers featured at Hello Sunshine's event included actress Naomi Watts and Dr. Mary Claire Haver. Not only could Meghan Markle have benefited PR-wise from Hello Sunshine's event and networked, and perhaps change some hearts and minds. I know, I'm talking hypothetically, but this type of event is in her wheelhouse and how she built her brand before Harry. She pitched herself in the TIG and sat down for a Create and Cultivate event in Atlanta back in 2016. You need a guest speaker? I bet her hand couldn't shoot out fast enough. It really makes you think there might be some legitimacy to that News Nation report, because we not only saw multiple women from the G9 Ventures Business Summit reunite and get together over the weekend without her, we also saw very few photos of Meghan with people inside the gala. Now, I have heard forever that Reese Witherspoon politely declined Meghan Markle's request to be a guest on her original Archetypes podcast. I mean, just Google Reese Witherspoon and Catherine, Princess of Wales, and you can see Reese's admiration for the future queen written right across her face. She is clearly overjoyed to be in Catherine's presence. I believe that Reese has chosen a side, and that's the side of the working royal family. But this is just another one of those head-scratching public relations moments where you go, there are all of these headlines about where is Meghan internationally, and you throw her in front of a Costco logo. Did you not learn anything from the Us Weekly execution? Imagine if the Where is Meghan whispers were squashed on a stage with Reese Witherspoon and Octavia Spencer. I mean, is anyone trying anymore? And don't get me wrong, your girl loves a $1.50 hot dog and Costco samples laps. Their gas prices are fire, and their deli might carry the best damn chicken salad I've ever had. But when you've got Jaguar Wright quoted on Radar Online trying to insert Harry and Meghan into the Diddy freak-off narrative, a narrative that I completely disagree with, and you've got Diddy's attorney saying that baby oil was an accidental Costco bulk buy, do you really want to be photographed with the Costco logo over your shoulder? Not to mention personally handing tabloids Discount Duchess headlines. I mean, it's right there. And truly, shout out to poor Costco. Haven't they suffered enough these past few weeks? They don't carry baby oil, and God bless them for sponsoring the Children's Hospital Gala. Wow, an entire video, and we didn't even address Prince Harry extending his trip without Meghan to spend time with the Spencers in South Africa. What do you think's going on there? Let me know in the comments below. If you made it to the end of this video, if you made it to the end of this rant, make sure you comment with a hot dog emoji or the word Costco so I can see you. Please like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Man, I was fired up today. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Kinsey Schofield.